Okay, so I think you guys have heard me mention this before, but one of the things that I use a lot in the classroom is our platform that we use it in our district to distribute materials, to give feedback to students, to communicate with both students and families. It is Canvas, and so I just wanted to real quickly show you guys a little bit of Canvas, and then I'll take you to the thing that I have found to be a very valuable tool for me within Canvas. But the thing that, or Canvas in general, is, like I said, it's kind of that platform that we use to distribute all of our materials and also communicate with the families and the students. But as far as the materials go, I just want to give you a brief overview of some of the things that you can do within Canvas. And so I'll give you my microscope unit, for example, the one that we just did this past week, in which I can list all sorts of different types of materials from here's a video, this is another video, this is an assignment that you can see that I have given a due date, a point value, and then I can actually customize it for the flipped classroom so that they have to complete this item and score at least a 5 on it. So if they don't score a 5 on it, I can send them back and make them do it again or fix whatever they need to do, fix whatever they got wrong the first time and make it better for the second time. And same thing with here, and then another video, and here's a lab, and then a quiz is another super valuable thing in Canvas. While this is all really great, the one thing that I wanted to show and talk about was the gradebook within Canvas. Now, I've gone ahead and blacked out the names of the students, but this is what has been super valuable to me, because here is some of the components to that microscope unit that I was just talking about in these two columns. You can see number 3, microscope parts and functions. This was the next assignment, and remember I said that if they did it incorrectly and didn't get a 5 out of 5, I would mark it essentially as incomplete, and they would have to go back and do it again. And so what we can see here is the students that have these green checks right here, that indicates that they have completed the assignment. They've done it up to a level that I feel is acceptable, and so I have allowed them to move on to the next thing. You can see some students have an X, and that means that it's an incomplete and that they need to go back and fix something. And the reason why this is super valuable is because this is something that I look at very, very frequently throughout the day, throughout the class period, and while the students are working, I am in constant communication with them on what they need to do, if they need to go back and look at something, if they need to go and improve something. Um, and so Canvas Gradebook is great for that. It's also great for me just visualizing who's turned things in, who hasn't turned things in. So for example, again, the red X's, the red shade here simply means that it's a missing assignment. I don't even have a submission there. However, this green box right here, this means that something has been submitted. I just simply haven't made it to look at the assignment yet. So that tells me that that is something that I need to go and look at. The blue on here indicates to me that it was submitted late. So if I was going to do something for late assignments now, in 7th grade, I don't necessarily take off a ton of points for anything being late. It's more for me just, did you do it right? Did you do the right process to accomplish the task at hand? And if you did, then you're going to get that green check anyway. So again, Canvas has been a great resource for me, especially the Canvas gradebook. So if you had any influence at your school district, if you were looking for some sort of online platform that would be super valuable in terms of holding content, giving feedback to students, and communicating with parents at home, I highly recommend Canvas. Okay, if you guys have any questions about Canvas in general, just feel free to leave me a comment below and we'll talk about it. Thanks, guys.